If you like butter and sugar and flour, keep watching because I got something for y'all. What's up, chefs? Welcome to SHEcooks. Thank you so much for choosing to cook with me today. I'm Tay. So today is the third recipe for my SHEcooks summer series where I'm highlighting black cuisine, black food, black chefs, black recipes, black. This recipe that I'm going to be sharing with you guys is very, very dear to my heart. It's actually my grandmother's recipe that my mom used to make all the time when I was little, and then finally when I learned how to bake, I started making it myself. The title of this recipe that I'm going to be sharing with you today is called Mama's Pound Cake. Those of you who have never had pound cake or heard of it, it's a very simple cake. It's literally butter, sugar, and flour. I mean, you really don't need that many ingredients for it. It's very cheap to make, but it is so delicious if you make it right. Like, it's moist. It goes great with ice cream. You don't even need ice cream if you don't want it, but it's delicious. And although this is my grandmother's recipe, you will find pound cake anywhere. Any black owned little barbecue spot, wing spot, they're gonna have pound cake on that menu. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on Instagram at SHEcooks_cooking with Tay. Get started. I'm so excited to have you guys back. This is my third recipe for my SHEcooks summer series highlighting black excellence. Here are all the ingredients you're going to need for this recipe, and as always, I will include the measurements in my description box. First things first is mixing your butter and sugar. You are going to need room temperature butter, so I would leave your butter out maybe 5 hours before you're ready to bake. It should be nice and soft by then. So this is the perfect example of what it will look like when your butter is not soft enough. If you run into the same issue with your butter, just go ahead and do what I did and melt 2 sticks of butter in the microwave and just pour a little bit at a time and mix. So you're going to repeat this process 3 times. What you're going to do is add a stick of butter, a cup of sugar, and about 1/3 of melted butter and mix. Next up is adding your flour and eggs. So what you're going to do is add 1 cup of flour and 2 eggs, and you're going to repeat this process 3 times. So you're not going to see the second round of me adding my eggs and flour, but the first 2 rounds are 2 eggs and a cup of flour, and then the last round, which you will see, is 1 cup of flour and 1 egg. So I will warn you guys, this little recipe is a workout, okay? I was a little sore after mixing all of this. It's very heavy, so I highly suggest a strong wooden spoon to mix. Now I can't tell you if you can use regular milk instead of evaporated milk for this recipe because I've never cooked it that way. But if any of you guys do try that, let me know how it works out. So I evened out my portion of vanilla, lemon, and rum extract. But if you guys want to have more of a lemon butter kind of taste to your pound cake, feel free to add a little more lemon extract. So now that all the ingredients are added, all you really need to do is mix until that batter is smooth. So just try and get rid of all the lumps. I do not suggest using an electric mixer. The last time I made this pound cake, I actually broke my electric mixer, so don't use an electric mixer. That's all I'm saying. It's a workout, like I said, but it's worth it. It's a delicious cake. Go ahead and grease that pan up with some pan cooking spray, whatever you're using. You can see I'm using a bundt pan. Pound cake is traditionally baked in bundt pans, but you can also use a loaf pan if you'd like. As you're adding your batter, you only want to fill the pan up about halfway, and what you want to do is evenly distribute it throughout the pan. So what I'm actually doing is banging it against the counter to make sure it's set, and then I'm going to add a second half of the batter into the pan and do the same thing. Alright, the cake is all ready for the oven. Prepare for your apartment or house to smell delicious. So because I use a smaller bundt pan, I had a lot of extra batter left, so I'm just going to show you another way to bake your pound cake in a loaf pan if you'd like. This is totally optional though. You can use the rest of your batter to bake another bundt cake or freeze it, whatever you want to do with it. So my cooking time is up, and I'm just doing a final check to make sure my cake is ready. So you'll want to poke a knife or toothpick through to see if it comes out clear. If it's clear, then it means it's ready. If there's still some batter on there, you need to bake a little longer. Well, here it is, Mama's pound cake. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Let me know what you thought of the recipe in the comments. And as always, thanks so much for cooking with me.